Hello, how are you doing? My name is Adenike Lanlane. So I noticed that a lot of content creators these days actually lace their really beautiful content with voiceovers. And I find that quite impressive and also laudable. I like the fact that everyone is gradually coming to terms with the fact that we all have beautiful voices. So in case you're yet to get on that train, please do. Your voice is really super amazing. So please get on that train. So why am I making this video? I thought to make a video for you. I'd like to share tips on how to get better audio quality for your voiceovers on your content, and also how to get better speech delivery with your voiceovers on your content. My name is Adenike Lanlane. I'm a radio broadcaster and I'm also a voiceover artist. To begin with, like I said earlier, I'm actually glad that a lot of people are gradually coming to terms with the fact that we all have good voices. When it comes to voiceovers, I've always opined that there is no best voice. I've never heard a voice and said, "Oh my goodness, that's the best voice ever." No, we all have different voices. There are different voices, different voice textures for different projects. There are certain projects that people would say, "Oh, Nika's voice is not what we want." It's not because I have a bad voice. No, it's probably because my voice texture or even my voice is not suitable for that project. Yes, my voice gets rejected also. In this video, I'll be sharing few tips on how to get the best out of your voice for better voiceover quality on your content. Very big on sound quality, so please allow me to start with that. If you want to get good background audio quality, you can actually record in the car. Just make sure all the windows are actually rolled up. You can record in the car at night. You can also record in your wardrobe. Yes, wardrobe actually. You can just go into the clothes, and just make sure that the clothes are right, close to you for extra padding. And 3, you can also record with a blanket all over your head. I've never tried that before, but I saw a YouTube video where the lady actually did that and the sound quality was good. Again, I've never tried it, but I've tried the wardrobe and I've tried the car. Perfect, audio quality, especially if you do not have a microphone, you do not have isolation shield and all those gadgets. So once you have your phone, just go into your car or Still on sound quality, please invest in a pop filter. This is what it looks like. This is a pop filter. You probably have one, but if you don't, it's okay. Make sure you invest in a pop filter. So what does it do? It basically reduces or eliminates the puffs of air directed at the recording device, probably your phone or the microphone. They are actually designed to reduce plosives. What are plosives? Plosives are popping noises that are actually created by very strong puffs of air created by sounds P and B, like when people say popcorn, bananas, people. When you say that into a microphone, it has a popping sound. That's what we call it. But when you use a pop filter, it reduces it. But over time, you have to learn how to say the P and B sounds without popping. So how do you use a pop filter? Let me show you. So if you do not have a professional microphone at home, you use your phone to record, that's fine. So let me show you how to use the pop filter. So you simply place the pop filter to the microphone of your phone and you start recording. For example, the time is 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. Welcome to Adenike Radio FM. This is the major news. My name is Adenike Lanlane, as opposed to it's exactly 3 o'clock. Good afternoon. Welcome to the major news. My name is Adenike Lanlane. Trust me, there's going to be a major difference in the sound quality. So this pop filter, I actually got mine about 3 years ago. I think it was 3,500. I got it from GoPandy, Surulere. They actually sell lots of audio recording equipment. This is not a paid ad anyway, but I got mine from GoPandy. You can actually check them out. I don't know how much, they'll probably be selling it by now. So moving on to the next tip. For good speech delivery, make sure you script properly. I know a lot of content creators actually do that. Script properly and obey every punctuation mark. For example, there's a comma, you slow down. Where there's a question mark, make sure your tone reflects it. There's a full stop, pump your brakes. It is that simple. If there's a place you need to laugh appropriately. If there's a place to be extra dramatic, make sure you're dramatic. But again, follow your script to the T and obey every punctuation mark. So moving on to the next tip, unless the direction of the particular content is fast-paced, I always advise people when it comes to voiceovers, just pace yourself and be a little bit slow. Enunciate every word and make sure that you do not rush things. We hear you clearer when you're not very, very fast. You get it? And I always advise you, make sure you treat that particular voiceover the same way you would treat the content that you're producing, if you put in so much hard work into your content, put in a lot of hard work into your voiceover too. So moving on, if you think you don't speak that well, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Just relax. Don't be too hard on yourself. Especially if your content is published in English language, meaning your content is in English. So start by scripting diligently. Pay good attention to your grammar, to your tenses. You can actually have a friend help you go over your script, you understand? But most importantly, rehearse, all right? So let's move to the next tip. So if you struggle with diction, pronunciation, or modulation, here's a tip that actually worked for me. Foreign news channels. Yes, I watch a lot of BBC, I watch a lot of CNN, and I watch these stations, of course, for happenings around the world, but mostly because of my job. Like I told you earlier, I'm actually a radio broadcaster. And these stations actually helped me with, modulation, pronunciations of names, foreign names, names of persons and places, diction, and so much more. It worked for me, so you can actually give that a try. So let me get back to scripting again. Act out your script. Don't be bland. Be dramatic, which is why when you script, you can actually just, bracket certain places, laugh, chuckle, sob. You understand me? Be very dramatic with your script. Lastly, and most importantly, love your voice. Love your voice. A lot of people don't actually love how they sound. Some people don't even like listening to playbacks of their voice, because they always assume that their voice sounds too harsh, too rough, too weak. And I think you assume this way because you feel your speaking voice is totally different from your recorded voice. Like, whose voice is that? That is your voice, actually. And that's how you've always sounded to us. Yes, your loved ones. That recorded voice is exactly what we hear when you speak. Trust me. And it's really, really beautiful. I love you so much for watching. And if you'd like me to make more videos like this, you can drop a comment, and if I'm not too lazy, I'll probably get around to recording another video for you one of these days. I love you very much for watching. My name is Adenike Lanley. God bless you.